Yeah, good evening. Hello. Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Fine. Give me 5 minutes. We'll start. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys, good evening. So let's begin the session now. Everyone, am I audible? Okay, guys, am I audible? So
Yes,
let's
sir.
begin the session now. Yeah, let's
Yes, sir.
begin the session. So, guys, today we are going to see the Azure data engineering. Okay. So, what do you mean by Azure data engineering? Actually, Azure, let's try to split it and understand. Okay. So, when we talk about the Azure, so Azure is nothing but it is the name used by the Microsoft. It is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. What is it? Cloud services. So whenever like we have a guys, you have a more supermarket is there. Okay. Whereas the more supermarket, actually it is owned by whom? The more is owned by the Birla. Am I right? That means the grocery stores, the Birla is marketing with a name called what? More. In the same way, the Azure, okay, guys, Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market the cloud services. Okay. Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market the cloud services. What do you mean data, guys? Data is nothing but information. Am I right? Data is nothing but what? Information. So, okay. So, any information, okay, that is nothing but information is called as what? Data. And when it comes to the engineering, so what do you mean by engineering? Engineering is nothing but, guys, application of techniques. Okay, application of what is it? Techniques. So in broad, we can say, guys, Azure data engineering is nothing but, okay, so application of, guys, application of techniques on the data for which we use the Azure. For which we use what is it? Azure. So we can say that Azure data engineering is a bunch of cloud services. It is a bunch of what is that? Cloud services. Okay, guys, it's a bunch of cloud services. It is a bunch of cloud services. So Azure data engineering is nothing but it is a bunch of cloud services. It's a bunch of cloud services wherein, guys, we have the following. What is that? Wherein we have the following. What is that? That means using these cloud services, guys, using these cloud services, we can perform the following task. What are the tasks you can say, guys? The first one I can say, guys, the first one I can say it as what is that? Data migration. The first one is what is it? Data migration. Data migration. And the second one we have it as what? Data. Yes, guys. Data. That is what? Integration. Data migration. Then we have data integration. Then we have what is it? Data summarization. Okay, guys, what should we have it? Data migration, data integration, data summarization. Then we have what's it? Data visualization. So these are all the tasks we can perform it by using the Azure data engineering. So we can say, guys, the following are the tasks we can perform it by using the Azure data engineering. So these are all the tasks we can perform it. Okay. By using the Azure data engineering. So now let's try to understand first of all, what is, okay, first of all, what is a cloud? First of all, let's try to understand what is a cloud. Then we'll come to the what is the cloud, that is the data engineering we have it. Okay, first of all, let us see here cloud. So guys, cloud is nothing but what? To understand the cloud, we must and should understand one more word that is called as, what is it, guys? On premises. We have to understand one more word called, what is it? On premise. We have to understand what's it, guys? One more thing called what? On premise. Okay. So we have to understand one more thing that is called as what? On premise. So we can say, guys, first of all, we have to understand what is an on premise, and then we can also, like, we have to understand what is the cloud. So guys, these two things you have to understand it first. Rest of the things you can understand it very well. So in broad, or I can tell you what is an on-premises system. Basically, guys, every one of us is using the mobile phone. Am I right? Whenever we use the mobile phone, every mobile phone is provided with the internal memory. Let us say your mobile has a storage of 128 GB. Okay. And 8 GB is the RAM. That means The processing speed is 8 GB and maximum storage you can allocate to your mobile phone is what is it? 128 GB. Now, guys, the next question is, if you have the data beyond 128 GB, if you have the data beyond 128 GB, that is, suppose you have to save 500 GB of the data. So is it possible to store it in your mobile phone? We can't store the 500 GB data in your mobile phone, which has only 128 GB as the capacity, which has only, what is it, guys? 128 GB as a capacity. So what we do, guys, what we do? So generally we try to store the data. Okay, if you have more data, so we try to add an SD card that is called as what? Scan disk card. But even after adding the scan disk card, if the memory is not sufficient, then finally you have an option. If you're using an iPhone, then you have an iCloud. Then you have, what's it, guys? iCloud is there. Everyone, you have an iCloud. Then your, what's it, guys? iCloud is there. Okay, iCloud. If you are not using Android phone, if you're using the Android phone, guys, if you're using the Android phone, then you have, what is it, guys? Everyone, you have, what is it? You have, will be having only one thing that is called as what? Google Drive. Am I right or not, everyone? So that means, guys, Google Drive. That means what? Whenever you have, or whenever you wanted to save any kind of a data, okay, and whenever you wanted to save any kind of a data, guys, whenever you wanted to save any kind of a data, okay, that is nothing but exceeding the capacity of your mobile storage. That is 128 GB is your mobile storage. As you have to store, what is it, 500 GB, guys. As you have to store, what is it, 500 GB. So, guys, so what we do, even after adding the SD card, if the memory is not sufficient, then you will go and store it into the Google Drive. But here, what is the default memory you have it? 15 GB is the free, guys. 15 GB, whatever we use in the Google Drive, that is basically free. Beyond 50 GB, 15 GB, you can use whatever the amount you have it, whatever the amount you have it, but for which you have require to pay the cost, guys. But for which you require towards it, pay the cost. Am I right? So you can store unlimited. So you can store up towards it, whatever the amount of data. If you have 500 TB also, that is terabyte, then also you can store the data, but subject to which you require to pay the cost. So now, guys, what you do, what we can do is, guys, whenever you wanted to store, that is nothing but unlimited data, very huge volume of the data, which your mobile phone does not support, at that time we go and store the data into the Google Drive. Am I right or not? So what we are doing it, slowly we are moving it, guys, from an mobile storage, that is from the physical storage to the cloud storage. Am I right or not? Google Drive is the cloud storage, guys. Google Drive is a cloud storage. So what we are doing, slowly we all are moving, guys. Slowly we all are moving from the physical storage of the data, from the physical storage of the data towards that cloud storage. Simply we are moving the data from the physical storage to, what is that, guys? Cloud storage. Why? Because you have a very massive amount of data, which, guys, which is not supported by your mobile phone or your devices. So whereas whenever you try to store the data, guys, whenever you try to store the data in your mobile phone will become the on-premises system. And whenever you try to store the data in the Google Drive, your Google Drive is called as, what is that, guys, everyone? Your Google Drive is called as what? Cloud storage. Your Google Drive is called as what? Cloud storage. So we can say, guys, Google Drive is one of the cloud. Okay, Google Drive is one of the cloud. Am I right or not? This is a cloud storage. So whereas, guys, this is so in the, the coming ages, we are trying to shift most of the data from the on-premises system to the cloud system. That's from the on-premises network to the cloud network. So, guys, here you have, what is it? Why? What is the reason for shifting? We have the following reasons. The first reason, guys, is nothing but unlimited storage. What is it? Unlimited storage. Unlimited storage of data. So whenever you have unlimited storage, that is very massive volume of the data you have it, which your system does not support it. So at that time, you try to store the data where? You try to store the data into the Google Drive. That is called as a cloud data. Am I right? Whereas you have a capacity of storing unlimited data. And the second reason, whatever the second reason, what is it? We have it, guys. We have, what is it? Security is not our responsibility. Security of your data. Security of data. Security of the data, it is not our responsibility. It is the responsibility of the cloud provider. So who is the cloud provider here? Google is a cloud provider. So Google is responsible for, guys, Google is responsible for security of your data. And the third and very major reason is that, guys, okay, access of data, access of data, access of data, access of data from any location, access of data from any location. That means, guys, you can access the data. Suppose today you have your mobile phone and you have saved the data into your mobile phone. Okay, guys, let's take an example. Tomorrow you forgot your mobile phone and left for US, left for United States. After going there, if you store the data into the Google Drive without having your physical device, guys, without having your physical device, is it possible for you to access the data? In fact, device has to do nothing with the physical location. Am I right? Tomorrow, if you go to America and if you want to access the data, it's very good. Easily you can access it without the physical device. So that means that is called as what? Irrespective of your location and the physical availability of your physical device, you can access the data. That is called as what, guys? Google Drive. Okay, that is called not only Google Drive, cloud data, you can say, guys. So that means if you store the whole data in a cloud storage, guys, from any location you can access the data. You can go anywhere without carrying your data, without worrying about your data. So now simply you can start your job and simply start, you can start your work with a simple laptop, guys. If you have a laptop, everything you store it in the cloud, just move around the world, you can access the data. So for that reason, we have the following cloud providers. The following are the market leaders. Anyways, you have many more are there, but these three are the cloud providers. What are the cloud providers? The first one is called as what, guys? Azure. Azure is provided by actually Microsoft. Okay. Azure Cloud. What is it? Azure Cloud is provided by what is it? Microsoft. Azure Cloud. Okay, guys. Microsoft. Wherein apart from this Azure Cloud, guys, who is the next one? You have the next one in the race is what is it? AWS. Where this stands for what? Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services. Okay, guys, Amazon Web Services. So, guys, we can say what's it? Amazon Web Services. We can say what's it? Amazon Web Services from Amazon. And the third, very frequently used or demanding, that is nothing but cloud in the market is GCP. So, what is GCP, guys? GCP stands for what? Google Cloud Platform. Google Cloud, Google Cloud Platform. Google Cloud Platform. So, guys, Google Cloud Platform. That means these three are the market leader. Apart from that, you have SAP Cloud is there. Okay, guys. Apart from this, you have the SAP Cloud is there. Many more are there. Okay, guys. Many more are there. Not one or two. We have many more. Okay, guys. We have many more cloud providers are there. Very many more cloud providers are there, guys. Okay. So many more cloud providers are there. But here we are using the world is, basically moving out with the three major cloud providers right now in the market. Okay, right now in the market, guys. Okay, right now in the market. So, guys, here you have the following. What is that, guys? Here we have the following. So, whereas, guys, the whatever the cloud, whatever the services provided here, guys, whatever the services provided, whatever the services provided here, that services, guys, whatever the services is provided here, guys, whatever the services is provided, that services is classified, guys, that services is classified. Okay, that services is classified into two categories. What are the services, guys? Sorry, three categories. What are the three categories, guys? So we can say the following are the that is nothing but the following are the, guys, things which are classified here. What is that? That means I can say services, cloud services. We don't call it as a product, guys. Here we don't call it as a product. Instead, we call it as what? Services. We call it as what? Services. These services are classified into following. What is it, guys? The first one I can say, guys, EAS. The first one is called as what? EAS. Where EAS stands for what, guys? Everyone. Yes, EAS stands for what, guys? EAS stands for what? EAS stands for infrastructure as a service. What is that? Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service, guys. Okay. We have the first one that is called as what? IaaS. IaaS stands for what, guys? Infrastructure as a service. Okay. Infrastructure as a service. Okay. So now, guys, I'm writing it here. Infrastructure. Okay, guys. Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. Then you have the next one, guys. What is the next one, guys? The next one is what you have. Everyone, yeah. What's PIAS? PIAS stands for what, guys? PIAS stands for what? Platform. Platform as a service. And the third one, guys, you have it. What is it? Platform as a service. Then you have what's it? EAS, PIAS, and CIAS. Next one is CIAS. CIAS stands for what, guys? Software as a service. Software as a service. These are the three categories or classifications divided here for the cloud services. What is it? Infrastructure as a service. Means what, guys? Suppose I require, guys, 900 terabytes of data to be stored, or PIB, petabytes to be stored. So, guys, providing the data on the, providing the space on the cloud, this is comes under what is it, guys? I want 900 PIB of storage, guys. Providing the storage, everything, this service comes under what? IaaS. In the same way, guys, you have the PIAS. What is it, guys? PIAS. PIAS means what? Platform as a service. I have a very massive amount of data is there. Okay. I have a very massive amount of data. Okay, guys. I have what is it? A massive. Okay. So I have what is it? Massive amount of data. Very huge volume of the data. So for that, for processing the data, your Windows operating system is not supported. So for that, I require what is it, guys? See, I require mainframes as operating system. Mainframes as operating system. So what is mainframe? Mainframe is provided by IBM now. So here you need not worry about the license of IBM. IBM licensing everything. The cloud provider, that is, it can be Azure or Amazon or GCP, will take care. Simply they will provide you what is that, guys? You can use your data, you can process your data, guys. You can process your data on the mainframes platform. In the same way, software as a service. If you require any software, you need not worry. You need not worry about the license of the software. Suppose here you require Power BI. Okay. Suppose you require Power BI, guys. Power BI to report the data. You need not worry about the Power BI. Simply you require to inform your cloud provider that you need to use the Power BI. The license of the Power BI, everything will be taken care by the cloud provider. So guys, that's the reason these cloud services is classified into three categories. What is that? IaaS, PIaaS, and CIaaS. That is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and as well as the software as a service. Now, guys, the next one. So as I told you that the Azure data engineering is basically the bunch of cloud services. What is that? Bunch of cloud services where, in fact, these cloud services are divided according to us IaaS, PIaaS, and CIaaS. But the following are the tasks you can perform it by using the Azure data engineering. What is that? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and data visualization. Now let us try to see all of them one by one, guys. What is, first of all, data migration? What is, first of all, data migration? Let's try to understand this. Data migration. What is it? You have it. What is data migration? So what is my data migration, guys? First of all, let us see what is a data migration. So when we talk about, guys, whenever we talk about the data migration, so what is data migration? Guys, here you can see in the above example, where I'm moving the data from your mobile phone to what is that? Google Drive memory. Am I right or not? So here we are trying to store the data from the mobile phone. That is whatever the data you have in your mobile phone. From the mobile phone, you're trying to shift it to what is it? Google Drive. Am I right? Yes, guys. You're trying to shift it to the Google Drive. So where, guys? This is called as what is that? The process of what? Migration. It is called as a process of what? migration. It is called as a process of what? Migration. So when you move the data, guys, you have some 100 photos in your mobile phone. You select all of them. You select all of them. You will have an option called move will be there. Move, M-O-V-E, move option. So when you move, that means physically those photos will be moved from wherever, from your mobile storage to whichever the storage you want. So in the same way here, whenever you move such kind of a data, this is called as what? The process of migration. So here the data migration is nothing but it is a process where we move the data, guys, from where we process, where we move the data from the, yes, guys, from one storage to the another storage. Here means what, guys? On premises, on-premises system to what is that, guys? Cloud system. On-premises system towards that cloud system. So hence, guys, on-premises system towards that cloud system. On-premises system towards that cloud system. So here, whenever you wanted to move the data from the on-premises system to the cloud, so whereas this process is called as what is it, guys? This process is called as what, everyone? It is called as what? Data migration. It is called as the process of what, guys? Data migration. So in the data migration, we move the data from the, yes, guys, from we move the data from the physically from, yes, guys, from physically from the on-premises system to the cloud memory. From the on-premises system to the cloud memory. Next one, guys. What is it? You have it, data integration. So what do you mean by data integration? First of all, we will see all of them. No worries now. We will see. I'm explaining you here, guys, the whole process, how the flow of the business, how the flow of the process is going on. I'm just explaining you everything, guys. Okay. Even the project also works in the same way. Okay. So what is it? You have it, data integration. What is data integration? So guys, what is data integration? Data integration is a very interesting job, guys. Okay, where suppose I have a supermarket here. I have a supermarket wherein, let us say here I have a supermarket, and this supermarket I'm labeling it here, guys. This supermarket I'm labeling it here, everyone. This supermarket I'm labeling it here with a name called let us say Reliance Smart. Nowadays you have a Reliance Smart going on. Am I right? Reliance Smart. So can you tell me what type of things will be available in Reliance Smart? Everything from vegetables to groceries, everything, almost all. That is nothing but what we use in the daily life. Okay, almost all everything will be available here. Am I right? Now you have been to the Reliance Smart. Now, guys, so what is the thing you can see? You can see the vegetables. Am I right? You can see some vegetables. You can see some groceries. You can see some groceries. You can also see, okay, guys, some sports, you know, sports equipments. Okay, sports equipments. Okay, and you can also see what is that, guys, apart from this. Okay, what are the other thing we have? It sports equipments, and you can also see footwear. Many things you can see it here. Am I right? So when you go to the Reliance Smart, you can find all the things. Now, guys, can you see here? Vegetables, again, vegetables are bought from various locations. Let us say the vegetable number A is there. This is bought from United Kingdom. That means imported from United Kingdom. UK means United Kingdom here. It's not Uttarakhand. Okay. United Kingdom, where this is cropped and everything is in UK. And now can you see here? It is bought for sales available in what is that? Supermarket. And B, the vegetable number B, guys, everyone, the vegetable number B, this is from what you can say, Australia. I can say Australia. Okay. Can you see here? I'm writing the shortcuts here, Australia. So it means this is cropped in Australia, but for can you see here? Sales, it has brought towards it Reliance Smart here. And the third one I'm saying it, guys. Okay. Let us say one more vegetable is there. And this vegetable is from J&K India. What is it? J&K India. J&K India means what, guys? I bought it from that is the supermarket. That means ultimately the Reliance Smart, can you see here, guys? The Reliance Smart bought various products from various locations across the globe. Am I right or not? That means these vegetables actually cropped in okay, Australia, guys. This actually cropped in Australia, but here for sales it has brought towards it, Reliance Smart. And this Reliance Smart, let us say it is in Mumbai. That means in Reliance Smart Mumbai, guys, in Reliance Smart Mumbai, okay, these all vegetables are available. That means this all importing has been taken care. This all importing of the vegetables has been taken care by what? Reliance Smart. Am I right? In the same way, you have what is that? Groceries is there. So I can say, guys, you can say soaps. Okay, that is you can say soaps means what? What type of soaps you can say? Bathing soaps. And then you have what's that? Another category is what? Washing soaps. Okay, guys, etc. etc. Then again you have what's that? Sports. Okay, what is it you have it, guys? Can you see here? Let us say here, uh, cricket set. Then you have what's that? Hockey. Okay, okay, something related to the hockey. Okay, so all these are things are there. And at the same time, can you see here? You have the footwear is there. So like in the footwear also you have what is it, guys? Can you see here? You have footwear. Footwear is what? You can say child, that is children. Child footwear is there. Then you have the next one is what is that? You have the women's wear. And then you have the menswear is also there. Can you see here, everyone? You have multiple things are there. So all these are bought from various locations and manufactured and cropped by various companies. And but for sales, they bought under one roof by the Reliance Fresh. Am I right or not, everyone? So that means these all might have got manufactured or cropped at different locations. But for making it available to the consumers, this is brought to what? Reliance Smart Mumbai. Am I right or not? So under one roof, these all are available under what? One roof. So guys, this is called as the process of what? Integration. It is called as a process of what, guys? Integration. It is called as a process of what, guys? Everyone? Integration. This is called as the process of what? Integration. It is called as a process of what? Integration. Okay. So in the same way, guys, integration is clear. Migration is clear, everyone. So if you move the data, if you have the data in the same way, that means I bought it these various you can say products. In the same way, if you gather the data from various location, then this process should be tentatively call it as what? Data integration. Am I right? In the same way, guys, you have what is that? The next one, what is it? Migration is there, data integration is also done. Now you have a data summarization. Let's try to see what is a data summarization now, guys, everyone. So I'm telling you what is data summarization. So before you understand this data summarization, now guys, I'll take this same example here, what we have taken it in the last one. Okay. I'll take the same one. Okay. I'll copy this, just I'll paste it here. But now, actually my task or our task today is here what? Our task is to do, guys, today our task is to uh, we wanted to prepare a vegetable curry. Now, guys, you wanted to prepare what's it? A vegetable curry. What is your task of the day, guys? Vegetable curry. You wanted to, guys, you wanted to prepare a vegetable curry. So whenever you wanted to prepare a veg curry, you have been to Reliance Smart for getting the for the things whatever is required for cooking vegetable curry. Now tell me, after going to the Reliance Smart, what are the products you're going to buy it now? Yes, guys, generally it's not technical. It's a general example I'm discussing it just to avoid the confusion and all, guys, even if you have any. Yes, guys, if you wanted to prepare the veg curry, especially you want to prepare a veg curry, you have been to the Reliance Smart. What type of items you're going to purchase there after going there? Tell me now. Yeah. Are you going to purchase the groceries, sports, footwear, or only the vegetables, guys?
Vegetables.
Only vegetables, because those are, you can buy it some other time, but now you have to prepare the veg curry. For preparing this veg curry, you have been to the Reliance Fresh and you have picked up the vegetable. Okay, we'll be picking up the vegetables. So now, guys, let us say you are picking up vegetables. So now, out of all these vegetables, you have picked up vegetable A and vegetable C. Though you have many vegetables are there, but out of all those vegetables, you have picked how many, guys? Vegetable A and vegetable C. Now, can you tell me, everyone, this process of selecting the vegetable number A and C, can we say it as selection of vegetables? Yes, guys. Can we say it as a process of selection of vegetables, guys?
Yes.
Fact, we can say it is a process of selection of vegetables. Okay, so you have selected the vegetables, and after getting selected, what you have done it, you have, okay, you have taken the same to the billing counter, and you got them billed, and after the billing is done, you bought them home as well. Now tell me, as soon as you bought them home, are you going to start eating the vegetables as it is, or there is some process you have to perform?
Cooking.
Exactly. We will have to cook, because as a human, we don't eat the raw vegetables. Am I right? We don't eat the raw vegetables. So for that, we do the process here. What's the process, guys? First of all, we perform the following process. What is that? We go with what? The first process is we go it as a washing of vegetables. Washing, you can say washing or cleaning, anything. Washing or cleaning. Then cutting or chopping. Then the next one is what's that? Washing, cleaning, cutting, chopping. The next one, what is it, guys? You have what's it? Everyone. So washing, cleaning, cutting, chopping. And the next one, what's it? You have it. You start the process of cooking. Now the cooking is done. Now tell me, guys, once the cooking is done, everybody, once the cooking is done, guys, everyone, once the cooking is done, what happens here? Finally, you will get the vegetable curry here. Now, guys, can you tell me? Now, I'm just, asking you guys all. You have selected the vegetables, then you have performed the process. Can you say this process as the process of transform? Have you transformed the vegetables? In fact, you have transformed the vegetables, guys. You have transformed the vegetables from the raw form to the cooked form. Am I right or not? So I can say transform. You have performed the transformation. That means you have changed the vegetable forms from the raw form to the cooked form here. For before cooking, you have washed it, you have cut it, you have chopped it, then you have performed the cooking. And finally, once the transformation, that is the cooking is done, guys. Can once the cooking is done, the same you what happened here? The vegetable curry will be ready here. That is nothing but the final layer. So after this, what is it you will do? Start eating. That's it, guys. Start eating. Am I right? You perform the process of eating. That's it. So here, guys, can you say what we are doing? Unknowingly, guys, we are performing a technical process, which we can say it here as what? Extraction. Guys, technical process called what? Extraction, transformation. Then what is it? The next one you have it? Loading. Yes, guys, what's it? You have it? You have what? That the final is what? Loading. You have the loading. That means you have performed the process of what? Extraction, transformation, and loading. So in short, we call it as what, guys? ETL. So guys, if in place of vegetables, if you have the data here, if in place of vegetables, if you have the data, guys, if in place of vegetables, if you have the data, then you perform this process that is called as what? ETL. Yes, Harsha, tell me.
Sorry, Samir, like I have joined late. So in this, I just joined. I have not understood about the loading process. I understood the extraction and transformation by the example you told about the example of this vegetable and what we're cooking. But
Mhm.
I would like to know about the loading concept up here.
You did not get the loading process, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll come. Just to give 1 minute. See, basically,
Okay.
what we have done, I'll repeat this once again. No issues. See, what you have done, your task of the day to prepare the vegetable curry. So for preparing the vegetable curry, you have these many items or goods available in the supermarket with a name called Reliance Smart. So after going there, as you have to prepare the veg curry, you don't buy sports items or footwear. As you want to prepare the veg curry, you will buy only vegetables. Na? So I have all these vegetables. Vegetable number A, you got it from UK, United Kingdom. Vegetable number B, you got it from Australia. Vegetable number 3, you got it from the Jammu and Kashmir, but made it available for sale in Reliance Fresh Mumbai. So I have picked up A and C as a vegetable here. This is called as the process of what? Extraction. So generally we can say it as what? Selection of vegetables. And once extraction or the selection of vegetables is done, you have bought them home. After getting them home, what you have done? You have performed the process of what? Washing the vegetables or cleaning the vegetables. Then you will perform the cutting and chopping of vegetable. Then you will start the process of cooking. And once the cooking is completed, what you have done? You have changed the form of the vegetables from raw form to the cooked form. Am I right? Raw form to the cooked form. This process we call it as what? Transformation. This process we call it as what? Transformation. And once the transformation is completed, finally what happens here? The vegetable curry is ready here. So what you will do? You'll start eating it. Am I got? So eating. Eating is something that nothing but what? The process of consuming it. Here, the same thing. What is that? Once the data here, if you replace the vegetable with the data, the process of what? Extraction, we do it on the data. Transformation, we do it on the data. Transformation means what? Instead of cutting, chopping, all this, if you have a data, you'll do sorting of the data. That is putting the data in the ascending order or descending order. You'll perform the arithmetic operations by using aggregation operators. Okay, adding, subtracting, something like that. Okay, that is called as transformation. And finally, loading. Loading means what? Putting the data into the final layer. So here always the final layer will be data warehouse. The final layer will be, what is that, guys? Data warehouse. Because ultimately the whole data will be placed into what? Data warehouses only. Okay, guys. So here this is called as a process of what? Extraction, transformation, and loading, where the extraction, transformation, loading is called as a process of what? Data summarization. We call it as what? Data summarization. That's it. Now got it? Now,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Got it.
Then,
Thank you.
then finally, what is it you have it, guys? We have already seen what is a data migration. We have seen what is data integration. We have seen what is data summarization. The final layer is what? Data visualization is there. So what is data visualization? Let's try to see. This is also a very important and vital part, guys, right now. You have it in the market. What is data visualization? Now, guys, here, can you see here, everyone? Now, here you have it, the following. What is it, guys? The following, you have it here. The first one, what is it? The first one is, what is that? You have it here. Okay. The first one, what is it? You have it, guys. The first and foremost one, you have a data of a supermarket. Let us say the product ID is there, product rate is there, product quantity sold is there, product ID, product rate, product quantity sold is there. Then you have, what's that, guys? Product ID, product rate, and product quantity sold is there, and date of sales is there. Let's say simple here. Okay, these are some columns. Let us say product ID is something like this. Rate is, let us say, 100 rupees is the rate. Quantity sold is 10, and date of sales is, what is that? Let us say 11th of, guys, 12th of November 2024. You have a product number 2 is there. The rate of the product is 200. Got it? Here you have, what's it, guys? Let's say 20 is the quantity sold. On which date is 12/11/2024. In the same way, you have here 300 is the rate of the product. Quantity sold is, let us say, 10. On which date it is sold? 2024. So this is the 12th day of November 2024 data is there. And in the same way here you have what's that guys? 11th day data is also there. Now 11th day data. Some changes is there. So let us see here. What are the changes? Now the management of the supermarket wanted to launch a discount offer. Discount offer. They wanted to launch a discount offer, guys, everyone. They wanted to launch a discount offer. Okay. So you want to say something, Ash? No, you've raised your hand.
No, I'm good.
Okay, okay. So now,
Sorry. I will
okay. So
raise it
now,
now.
no problem. So now here you have what's that? Discount offer they wanted to launch. But before launching the discount offer, they wanted to compare which day sales is more. Based on that, they wanted to launch the offer. That is, between these two dates, they wanted to know which day sales is more. That is nothing but they wanted to find out the net sales amount. What is the net sales amount? They wanted to find out what's it? Net sales amount. They wanted to find out what's it? Net sales amount. Okay. They wanted to find out what's it? Net sales amount. Okay. Net sales amount they wanted to. Okay. They wanted to do it what? Net sales amount. Now, guys, I'm starting a process again. So here, as we wanted to find out the net sales amount, guys, product wise, I don't want. I want overall net sales amount. So at that time, how many columns are needed here? I require the product rate, product quantity sold, and date of sales. Three columns I'm picking up. So this is called as what, guys? The process of what? Extraction is done here. Extraction of data is done here. Then the next layer comes what? Transformation of data. Now, guys, I do the calculations directly. When the product rate is 100 rupees and the quantity sold is 10, 100 into 10 is what, guys? 100 into 10 is what? Yes, 100 into 10 is what? I can say here
200.
100 to 1000. Am I right? When the product rate is 200 and the quantity sold is 20, what is the thing you have it? 4000. And then product rate is 300, quantity sold is 10. That means what? 3000. Okay. So in the same way, the second day sales also, I'll just evaluate here directly. Can you see here? Same 1000 rupees, guys, 1000. And the second one is what? 2000. And the third one is 3000. Now, so you have got the data finally. So now, guys, I'll calculate the sum here. 5000, 1000 plus 4000, 5000, 5000 plus 3000, 8000. Here it is 8000. And here it is what said, guys? Tell me now the calculated result here. I can say here 5000, 6000. So now, guys, this is the calculation you have done it in the transformation. Now I will process the loading process here. How do you put the data? So finally, I will put the data like this. Net sales amount. What is the net sales amount, guys? I'll write a direct figure here. 8000. And next one is what? 6000. But the days you have to mention it now. For that, I will use date of sales as a column. So this is what? On 12th day of November 2024. And then you have what's it? 11th day of November 2024. This is the final layer of the data you have it. Now, guys, based on the data, you got the final layer. Now, finally, what is that you require it, guys? You require this one to be the important factor here. So I'm just placing it here. Can you see everyone? This one I'm placing it here. Now here you have it. Now, guys, so tell me now, based on this, what is that you can evaluate? I can say, guys, finally, because only two lines data is this, I can do it manually. Okay, what is it I can say? 12th day of November has more sales of 2000 comparatively comparatively on comparatively on what's it 11th day of 2024. Now this is the report. This is called as what, guys? A report. In the same way, if you want to present it in the form of a graph, guys, then you can generate a graph as well here representing 2 days sales. Am I right? So whereas, guys, unknowingly what you're doing, you're comparing the two data, that is in your two lines. But here what is that you have it? Only 2 days data is there. We could able to say it manually. If you have 1,000 days data is there, that means almost all 3.5 years data is there. Okay, almost all 3.5 data year or 4 years data is there. Okay, so at that time we can't do it manually. Na? For that we require that technological support. So whereas all this process here we do it, it is called as a process of what, guys? Data visualization process. So now when it comes to this, guys, the Azure data engineering, as I told you that the Azure data engineering includes all this. What is it, guys? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. All this process we can perform it by using the Azure data engineering. For that, we use the following services. We don't call it as a products, guys. We call it as a services. What are the services you have it? The ADF is the first service, which we call it as Azure Data Factory. Then we have the Azure Databricks. Okay. Then we have the next service called as what? Synapse. Then the next one, we have it here. Machine learning, Azure machine learning. Then we have the Azure Open AI. And then we have the very latest one, which is right now trending in the market. That is called as what? Fabric. Okay. So these are all the services we are going to see as a part of our course, guys. Wherein you have what's that? ADF, ADB, Synapse, Open AI. And as well as the fabric, guys. These are all the things we are going to see it here, guys. Okay, so the duration of the course is okay, around you can say 100 hours. 100 hours is the duration of the course. And now, okay, the duration of the course is 100 hours. Okay, the duration of the course is 100 hours. So wherein we are going to cover the ADB, ADF, and Synapse in detail. And now the overview integration of the fabric, I'll tell you, and how to design the machine learning algorithms. We'll just see the basic part of it, and as well as the OpenAI. OpenAI is just like the chat GPT, guys, where the system will generate the code for you. You need not write any code here manually. Everything will be written by the system itself. Okay, so you need to just give the input. They will give you the output here. How to design that, all this we are going to see it as a part of a course, a complete implementation life cycle project. We are going to see it on this, guys. Okay, that is ADB, Synapse, machine learning, OpenAI, and Fabric. That's it. And when it comes to this, my experience, I have around 10 years of experience in IT, guys. And when it comes to this the cloud experience, I have around 4 years of experience in the cloud data engineering, that is the Azure data engineering. So that's it about my profile. Okay, so that's it, guys. If you have any questions. And now the class. So we are going to start the session from tomorrow, will be the first class, wherein we are going to see the first okay, that is nothing but the session from tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the first session. And that's it, guys. So you will have a 3 demos here. That is tomorrow, day after tomorrow. That is up to, that is Friday, Thursday you will have this, and from the Friday you will have the paid link. So based on that, you can decide the things, okay, how to move further, everything. So if you have any questions for me, then you can ask me now.
Yeah, Samir, Harsha here.
Harsha, please.
So, what does it mean by the full stack up? Uh, I'm not sure actually. I was a bit familiar about ADF. and Azure Data Engineer, and I can see also the full stack. So can you please
Full stack means everything is included in that. That's a complete package, you can
okay,
say. Wherein you have
and
the ADB with the PySpark. ADB we are going to see with
mhm,
the PySpark. It's the same full stack. This course is a full stack only.
okay. So we are going for the full stack.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, okay, thank
Hello, Samir.
Yeah, yeah, please.
Yeah, like you said, full stack. Do you make learn like Python, SQL, and PySpark?
Yes, Python, SQL, everything is a part of our course itself. Okay.
In like
Python means
we have
Python exactly. We don't choose a Python because PySpark we are going to use it. PySpark, which includes the Python plus Spark together.
what about SQL?
SQL obviously that is very basic. We will see that that's not a big deal on that. Okay.
We don't have any coding knowledge, so that's why.
Almost all coding means very minimal level of coding you will have it.
Okay.
See, if you go in that way that you have to for learning the coding you have to learn this language, that language, all these things, everything will be you have to keep on learning the things. Now the time is for getting into this the industry, or already you want to upgrade yourself, already you are there in the industry, you want to upgrade it. So for that anyways, while learning the things you can upgrade it, that's not a big deal. Basically, okay, you have to learn this. Of course there is a prerequisite of learning this Python also, but I don't think that's we can cover it up, because the level of things, what, see, the coding is very simple. It's not like complex we used to have it previously. It's very the 4GL language of level of coding. You'll have it very simplified one where easily you can understand it. That's not a big deal to have it here. Okay.
So we have to learn by ourselves, or like you will teach it. Will teach you.
I will teach you. I will teach you that one. No, you not learn anything separately anywhere. I will teach you whatever the things is requisite as per the industry standards, and as per the requirement to crack the interview. I'll just go ahead with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
you. Yeah, Harsha here.
Yeah.
So as someone like Vijay has asked before,
Mhm.
is my question actually, do we need to master SQL or something like that? So because it was titled like what I'm not sure because I'm new to Azure actually. I have some experience on cloud before. So my question is like, do we need to be a master in SQL or basics are okay? Or how should we focus on SQL?
Basics means
Yeah.
actually wherein SQL is such a language which is mandatorily essentially needed to work into the IT industry. You're working on any platform. You're working on any
Mm-hmm.
platform. SQL is very essential. I can't say that you can ignore it, but you can do it. That's not a big deal in that learning of SQL, because the basics of the SQL and the query, how to process it. What is basically the SQL is, what is the basic use of the SQL? Pulling the data
Oh
from
yeah,
multiple tables. The
yeah.
main, pulling the data from the multiple tables, that is the only factor you have it in SQL. Okay. So that anyways, we are going to see it here. Okay. And mastering means once you start working on it, you'll get obviously mastered on the process. But now at this juncture, if you wanted to keep on mastering yourself, then you want to get interview calls, and then you want to take the calls, means obviously it will be a cumbersome process, and you will have to, one or two interviews you may lose, but obviously you'll get it on the third one. Okay. So anyways, you don't worry about all this, because the resume planning, the interview questions, and how to crack the interviews, what are the things you have it, the level of case studies, what we are going to see, that will give you enough knowledge to crack on this, what as per the industry right now needs.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, please Vishal, please go ahead.
So, yes, Amir, are we going to cover any real-time projects
Yeah, obviously
in the,
one complete end-to-end life cycle we are going to see it.
okay.
Complete end-to-end life cycle we are going to see one complete life cycle we are going to see it on this. how to, that's what I told you now, from the part
Mm-hmm.
of extraction, data migration till the data visualization. We are going to see the complete implementation life cycle of this.
And
And
Samir,
very most important factor in this is ADB. That is
Mm-hmm.
nowadays the most of the industries are asking for ADB, Azure Databricks. So that is the major part that we are going to see it on the PySpark, which is as per the requirement. Yeah, please tell.
Yeah, how many projects you going to cover? Like,
One complete implementation. One implementation, project I'll tell you, and later on you can also have it here on this, complete whatever the project you have learned. I'll give you that project to put it in your resume. And extra of experience, if you want to put, you can put it up to 2 to 3 years of experience if you require it. That you can do it accordingly. That anyways, you can just decide the things accordingly as per the requirement.
I mean, like the project is to combine like ADF, ADB, or like
Yeah,
only
ADF, ADB,
ADB
and
only.
Synapse. Yeah, Synapse.
You combine three things.
Yes.
In
Synapse is
like my
basically
question
the
is like the
Synapse.
project
Synapse is the,
what you are going to show.
pardon me. Please tell me.
The project what you're going to show. Oh, yeah. Which one we will consider ADB or ADF? Uh, which one
It
in
includes three of
going
it.
to show?
It includes three of this. ADF, ADB, and Synapse. A complete project on these three. Three are included. See what happens in the industry. I'll tell you. For data migration and integration, generally we go for ADF. That we are going to see it in ADF. And transformations, writing that, data summarization, all these things we do it in the ADB. And reporting everything we do it by using the Synapse. Got it? No?
Okay.
Okay, guys. So, any questions? If you have more, you can ask me now. And okay, you can just call me. This is my number. I'm just giving you my number, guys. Everyone. This is my direct number. I'm just writing it on the top as well. This is my number. If you want anyone, you can just call me. This is my number, and my name is Samir. You can call me. We'll talk if you have any questions, guys. So the session will start it from tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow 6 p.m. The same link will be there for tomorrow as well. Okay. So everyone. So I'm just pasting it even in the chat box, guys. If you want, you can just copy my number as well from here. Okay. So that's it, guys. So we'll meet tomorrow at 6 p.m. Meanwhile, if you want to talk to me, you can call me directly. Okay. Thank you.
thank you.
And you will get the YouTube. I'll load up on, this is my channel, guys. I'll load this recording on the channel as well. If you want, you can stream it from there at the cloud innovators. This is my channel as well. So if you want to see this recording, today's recording, you can see it on this. This is my channel. Okay. And everyday classes, recorded videos, and soft copy materials will be provided to you through the Google Drive. Through the Google Drive will provide you. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. I'm ending up the
Thank you.
session. I have some other class
Thank
to take.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.